And we are live in the WWID with BG We Believe. And today Grandma is hype about this border talk. So Grandma, go ahead and just start venting it out. Get it all out.
Well, for one thing, we are Americans.
There you go.
And there are people that would give anything
There you go.
to be American.
There you go.
Yep.
These people on the border, they walk thousands of miles
There you go.
just so they could get asylum into our country because they want to be American.
There you go.
Yep.
They're fleeing their countries because of murder,
Yeah.
threatening them with their
Yeah.
lives and stuff. And, and those people, and now the guy in the White House wants to have them all arrested
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
and put in jail. And these people don't know that all they wanted was a chance to live in freedom.
There you go.
And this drives me nuts when I think about it. Those people, those poor people, all they wanted was a better life.
There you go.
A better life for their children, for them. They want a better life.
There you go.
We used to take in my grandmother and grandfather,
My Groove Motor.
grandmother's, your great-great-grandmother,
My Groove Motor. Groove
your
Motor.
Großmutter,
Großmutter.
he was German. And
Yeah, man.
she didn't know English. See, now Trump is saying that they can't become citizens unless they speak English. Well,
Oh, brother.
they didn't used to be like it. There
There
wasn't
you go.
like that in years ago.
There you go.
And my grandmother, she came here. She became a citizen, and she didn't know a word of English. Well, maybe she knew a word
Wow.
or two, but she spoke German.
Yeah, man.
And my other grandparents from Lithuania, they didn't speak English, and they learned English. They became citizens because we gave them a chance.
There you go.
Now, those people on the border, they don't even have a chance.
Mm.
Not with the president that we've got.
I know.
And
It's
President
really sickening.
Trump, if you're listening, please have some compassion for those poor people and the children.
There you go.
Please have some compassion.
Yeah.
All they want is a chance to live a better life.
There you go.
Mhm.
That's all they want.
There you go.
And that's what I've got to say, people.
You tell them, Grandma. You tell them. See,
Well,
this is why my grandma should be president.
Yeah.
no, I don't want to be president.
My grandma would make a great president.
I don't want to be president.
So,
But I'll tell you, those people need help.
well, what
They
if?
need help. And we used to reach out and help immigrants.
Yep.
We used to reach out and help them. My grandparents were immigrants.
Yep.
Mhm.
James's grandfather came from Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico.
Wow.
and his other grandfather came from Mexico.
Wow.
And Well, his other grandfather is in Mexico. He's in Mexico, living in Mexico.
Yep, he retired
Wow.
there. He got American citizenship to look for my dad.
He did.
Cool.
Yeah, you don't know the whole story, Grandma?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he got deported. And when he came back, Grandma Phyllis wouldn't let him around Dad.
Grandma Phyllis didn't let him
Nope.
see your dad?
Nope.
He was looking for him, though, wasn't he?
Yep.
And you know what, Natalie?
What?
James's dad found his father.
No,
Mhm.
no, Dad did not find him.
Who found him? How does it go, James?
Well, see,
'Cause
There's
maybe
this
I
guy.
don't know the whole story.
there's this guy from Mexico who works at Ringcam, works where my dad worked, and he told him, I guess Dad helped him out like extremely, like he really needed the help, and Dad helped him. And he looked at him. He said, "In return, I'm gonna find your dad." And Dad just laughed.
Really?
Yeah. But the thing is, when people who come over from Mexico, Mexicans have a certain way of networking to keep in contact.
Mhm.
He ended up finding
Uh-huh.
Dad's dad, not
He
Dad.
did?
Yeah, and a few times he almost got beat up and stuff because Dad has the same name of a big drug dealer in Mexico.
Oh,
wow.
no.
Yep. But he got through it, and he would hitchhike the taxi to taxi and just ask around, and eventually he hit a jackpot.
Mhm.
Isn't that something?
Yep. I'll never forget the time my grandma used to call me Grossmuther.
No, that was my grandmother.
No, my grandma used to call me Grossmuther.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
called
did.
you, I don't know how to say grandson in German.
Grossmuther.
I don't know.
Grossmuther.
Mhm.
How many grandmas does it take to screw? Wait, Grandma, don't answer. Hey, Natalie, how many grandmas does it take to
What?
screw in a light bulb?
I don't know.
You don't?
Two.
Okay, Grandma, you can spoil it.
None, because somebody else does it.
There you go.
Oh, that's great. Love it. That's how it is at my house.
My grandma's been American for over 80 years so far.
Wow.
No, 71.
80.
No, 71. Don't make me older than I am, James.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
women
Grandma-
don't really like that.
But Grandma, you're American though.
I know I'm American. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Yeah, Grandma, did I tell you I made my own shirts to advertise the podcast?
Oh, you did?
It looks great.
I'm gonna have to make you one.
Oh, okay.
Unless Grandma don't want me to.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, but you won't wear it.
I'd wear it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I would.
Nah, you won't.
Advertise the podcast? Yes, I would.
No, you won't.
Natalie, you don't sound very happy tonight. Are you okay?
Well,
Uh-oh.
actually, I had a tooth pulled earlier today. I had a 2:00 appointment at the dentist. sleep out. So I'm kind of like in pain.
Oh,
And
you are.
that's why I'm not saying a whole lot.
Yeah.
My
I'm
grandma
sorry.
doesn't believe in pain.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. I know pain.
Yeah.
One time my grandma went to New Zealand and she said, it's nothing like North Korea.
No, 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 no.
Back in the day, my grandma, she used to tame wolves for a living. Before the dog whisperer and the cat whisperer and all this, my grandma was actually the wolf whisperer in the 90s.
Wow.
Yep.
In the 90s.
Yep. The show didn't last that long.
James,
What, Mimi?
what am I going to do with you?
Dollars?
You're my boy.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, you're a grown man, but still, I remember when you were first born.
What was it like when I was first born?
Your mother said, "Oh, he's so beautiful." And you opened your mouth and you were just crying.
How much was I crying?
That what?
How much was I crying?
A lot.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I remember seeing the home videos. I cried a lot. I remember my
When was
birthday
first
party
born?
video. They had a
Yeah.
cake for me and everything. I was just crying the whole time. And then when I put my hand in it and I saw how dirty my hands got, I cried even more.
Oh, you poor thing.
Dad said I was always like that, and I'm still to this day, like, if my hands are dirty, I gotta wash them real quick.
Yeah.
That's how my
That's
grandma
how my
is,
son
too.
is. That's how Shawnee is. He's very, he likes to have clean fingers.
I wonder if that's a sign of autism, then.
I don't know.
Because, like, even when Dad tried to teach me to work on cars, my hands would get dirty, and I'd have to go wash my hands in order to continue.
That sounds like me. I do that too, especially if I have something sticky on me.
I'll never forget the day my grandma, I remember my grandma's first words to me.
Yeah.
Yep. She said, that's going to be my best friend.
Aww.
Yep. Ain't that right, Mama?
Yep.
We've been best friends ever since.
Yeah.
Best friends ever since.
It's really sweet.
Yep, my grandma's
Natalie, I hope you get to feeling better.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
I pray that God will help you and relieve that pain.
There you go.
Yes.
Did the dentist give you anything to relieve the pain?
No, I'm allergic to codeine and non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like Advil and Motrin and all those ibuprofen. I'm allergic to those. So they can't really give me anything. So I just take regular Tylenol or extra strength Tylenol.
Oh, you
like
could?
7 milligrams.
You know, I'm allergic to Tylenol with codeine.
Yeah, me too. I'm allergic to the codeine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Grandma
So
doesn't.
whenever I have to go to the hospital or something, and they ask me what I'm allergic to, it's Tylenol with codeine.
Yeah.
Tylenol and codeine.
Mm-hmm.
They make me, well, Tylenol makes me get, get bruising from Tylenol. And codeine makes me sick.
Yeah, codeine makes me sick too.
Oh, does it?
It makes me pass out, and then it makes me sick.
Oh.
So it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
And I've actually been prescribed things that I shouldn't have been prescribed before, and taken them and gotten sick.
Don't worry, I have
You kind of
to.
trust your doctor. What?
I have to.
Yeah.
That's why it's very important to always be honest. Got to be honest with everything to
Yeah.
prevent that.
I mean, my doctor knows about everything that goes into my body. All my doctors know about everything.
Natalie, do you have children?
I have 5 children.
5. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have
What are their ages?
25, 24, and about to be 23 are my twin girls. And then I've got Shawnee, who's 10 years old.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy, that's a big gap.
It is a big gap. I was married once for 14 years and then married again for 4.5. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I had 4 children with my first husband and 1 with my second.
So you've had twins.
Yes, I have twin girls. Their names are Anna, Lauren, and Emma Laurel.
Anna Lauren
Uh-huh.
and Emma Laurel.
Yes.
Oh.
And they have autism. And my firstborn son, who is my oldest child, who is the 25-year-old, he's not quite as high on the spectrum as I am. So he had to go to a special school where they would teach him how to, live independently and things like that. So,
Oh. How's he doing now?
he's doing really well. The last thing I heard about him was that he was a quality control person at a fine restaurant.
Oh, good.
Yeah. That sounds like the perfect job for him.
What's quality control?
Huh?
What's quality control?
Making sure that everything is tip-top. Making sure that everything is perfect before it goes out to the customer.
Oh, food?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That is correct.
My grandma used to be in quality control.
No, I didn't.
Yes, she did.
No. Does he live in Georgia, Natalie?
No, my 4 older ones live in Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah, that's where I was from.
My grandma don't believe in Texas.
I know a lot of people who don't.
Oh, yeah.
Christy?
My grandma says Texas is Mexico. We just refuse to give it back to Mexico.
Right.
Grandma, you don't think it's weird that there's a border there? There's a border there for a reason, because it was a big old feud about if Texas was a part of Mexico or not.
Oh, yeah, the Alamo.
Yeah.
The Alamo. That's right.
Or you can call it the
Remember
grandma
the
mode.
Alamo.
The grandma mode.
Grandma mode. That's funny.
That's what grandma
Wow.
called it.
You got, do you keep in touch with them, Natalie?
Actually, I have tried for years to pinpoint exactly where they are, and I can't find them.
Oh, maybe on Facebook you could find them.
There you go.
Well, I've looked, and my son Benjamin has a page, but he won't talk to me, and Price has a page, but he doesn't. He only has one friend, and it's his brother, Benjamin. And my girls are severely mentally retarded, and they have they're blind in one eye and nearly blind in the other eye, and they have what's called cookie bite hearing. They only can hear high tones and low tones. They can't hear conversational tones.
Oh.
So they can't hear normal, like me talking right now. They couldn't hear that.
Oh, were they premature?
No, they weren't. They were 6'11" and 6'2", and they were big twins. And Emma was born with congestive heart failure.
What?
And
What is it?
yeah,
is it in the family?
They both had open heart. Yeah, they both have open heart surgery. They both had open heart surgery in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
So, well, actually, no. Anna had hers here at Emory, or at Eggleston. That's where she had it, or whatever that's called. The Children's Hospital in Atlanta is where Anna had her surgery. But Emma had her surgery in Oklahoma City. Because we lived in Oklahoma. But I've lived in Athens for 16 years now, and I love it. I miss my kids, but there's not a lot I can do about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is the 10-year-old with you?
The 10-year-old is with me, yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's my sweetie. He's wonderful.
Good.
Yeah.
You know
what?
what?
To meet him.
There you go.
Natalie, I'll be praying for your 4 children.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate
Your
that.
10-year-old.
There you go.
I'll pray for
Thank
your
you
children.
so much.
God knows where they're at.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
At and I gave up a daughter, my first daughter. I gave her up for adoption.
Yep, and this is one of the people that always steal grandma from me, just so you know. She used to steal grandma from me all the time. So I said, hey, she was my grandma first. Back off.
Yeah.
Wait, I gave her up for adoption. And
wow.
I asked, and I've been married twice. And
yeah. Twice, including grandpa. Right?
Yeah. Grandpa.
I'm going to say,
Robert.
you weren't married twice? I thought you meant twice before grandpa, but no. Yeah, keep going, Grandma. Keep going.
Anyway, I gave a daughter up for adoption because my mother told me that if I don't give her up, I don't have a home to keep.
Oh my goodness.
That I was sent to an unwed mother's home.
Oh wow.
And then it was a disgrace to have a baby like that.
Yeah.
I was forced to give her up. I didn't want to, but I was forced. And anyway, I saw her through a window at the hospital. That's how they let me see her in a window. Well,
Wow.
to tell you the truth, all those years, 34 years, I used to pray, Lord, help her to find me.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I don't know where to begin.
There you go.
Yeah.
My name was changed a couple of times, and I don't know where to begin.
Mhm.
There
The
you go.
adoption was closed. And
Yeah.
so, and do you know, Natalie, she
Mhm.
found me in 97 by
Wow.
investigator on the computer in one day.
There you go.
Wow.
Yes, I remember because I was the one that answered the door. I answered the
honey.
door.
She called me.
No, when
Oh,
she came
yeah,
over to the
when-
house, I was the one that answered the door.
Yep.
Because that's when I first met PJ.
Oh, PJ, really?
Yeah, he came with her.
Yeah, I have a grandson, PJ,
Mhm.
and she finally moved down here to Decatur.
Amen.
Mhm.
Rather, it was up here from Georgia,
There you go.
Decatur, Illinois,
There you go.
and we stay in touch.
There you go.
She married a correctional officer for the jail, and we keep in touch, and we have now. It wasn't always pleasant because
Mhm.
all I wanted to do is baby her
There you
and
go.
treat her like a child because I never raised her.
There
She
you
was
go.
34 years old when she found me.
There you go.
And so that was her gripe against me was, why do you keep treating me like a child? Well, then
Yeah.
I prayed about it, and God showed me that I was treating her like a child
There you go.
because I didn't raise her,
There you go.
but I wanted to,
There you go.
you know?
Yeah.
The motherly
Well, of
instinct in
course.
me wanted to.
Yep.
Mhm.
And so now we get along really well.
Good.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah, we do, Jay.
Sometimes. Oh, okay, Grandma. Who's the one that when y'all are in an argument, who do you have to talk to calm down?
Okay. But
Amen.
we do.
Amen. My grandma's American.
Mhm. Well, I should hope so. We don't want her to be deported.
Well, Grandma's been deported before.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
I'm an American.
Yeah, but you were also deported.
I'm only the second generation from Lithuania and from
There you
Germany.
go. My grandma's originally from there.
Cool.
One
I'm
time
only the generation
there you go.
American.
There you go. Oy vey.
Well, I came from immigrants, which gripes me a whole lot when I hear of these immigrants that are being
Oy vey.
turned away, and they can't get asylum because our president don't let them.
Oh. What's Grandma going to do? Grandma, you need to talk to the people. Talk to the people, Grandma. Run for president. Run for governor. Run for something. We need you.
No, I don't want to be president.
We need you like an American needs Swiss chard.
Oh, Swiss chard. Swiss chard is good.
See?
I wish remember, James, I used to grow Swiss chard
Yep.
in my garden,
Yep, those are the best days ever.
and I used to cook it up, and it was so good.
Natalie don't know nothing about Swiss chard.
I don't.
See? Grandma, tell her how much she's missing out.
Oh, Swiss chard is good.
Tell her how much she's missing out.
Sounds good.
Tell her how much she's missing out, Grandma.
Oh, yeah. Natalie, you're missing out.
There you go.
Well,
Swiss chard is good.
Well, I do like Brussels sprouts.
You can't compare it to Brussels sprouts. You'll probably like my mom's Brussels sprout recipe. My mom has a Brussels sprout recipe.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the time my grandma cooked Brussels sprouts. Those were the best Brussels sprouts I've ever had. Remember that, Grandma?
Yeah, I remember that.
He told you. Hey, babe, get out of here. Grandma.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of hair. One time my grandma went to North Korea, and you know what she said? It's a lot like America.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it isn't?
No, everything is. They don't have freedom over there.
Oh.
James, you know that.
We have freedom over here?
We have freedom.
Oh,
Well,
let's go look down at the border and let's see who has freedom.
I know, those poor people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would give anything
Yeah.
to an American.
Yeah. So yeah, you just ate your words right now.
Yeah, I did.
That's not freedom. Freedom is to let them through and not know English, Grandma. But Grandma says that this is freedom. See, this is why my grandma voted for Trump, because this is what she wanted.
I didn't vote for him.
Yes, you did.
Don't say that,
Yes,
James.
you did. Grandma, if you didn't vote for him, you would say that this was not freedom. But what do you say?
I did not vote for him.
Yeah, right. If you think that that's freedom, then you probably did. People are already getting their Trump flags up in the yard, Grandma, and everything. I bet you're one of them.
No, I'm not.
How can you say that that's freedom, Grandma? Listen, if any Mexican people are listening, I do not condone what my grandma said. I don't think that that's freedom at all. I don't think
No,
that's
that is.
Wait, Grandma,
You're right.
Grandma, you just said that it was freedom. Now you're changing your mind?
No, because you reminded me of the people at the border.
I shouldn't have to remind you. It's all over the news. What is there to remind? What is there to remind, Grandma?
Well, you reminded me of the people at the border.
Hello, you started the podcast talking about the border.
I know.
But that's freedom, right? Separating the kids from the family and stuff?
No, that isn't.
Oh, it ain't? So what you're saying
You're right,
is...
James.
So what you're saying
You're
is...
right. I'm wrong.
What you're saying is we're a lot like North Korea.
No, we're not. I'm not. No. James, I can worship Jesus as I please.
Okay, so that's the only thing separating us from North Korea.
Those people can't read newspapers. They
But Grandma,
can't watch TV.
Grandma,
They only can watch what the leader puts on the screen on their TVs.
but Grandma, look at it like this. There is a big border between South Korea and North Korea. Just like there is a border between Mexico and the United States.
Yeah.
Separation of families and everything probably goes down there too. And that's freedom? That ain't freedom. That ain't freedom. You know how many people in North Korea wish they could go to South Korea? But they can't. Just like, you know how many Mexicans would like to come over here?
Oh, yeah.
They're being separated from their families.
I know.
That ain't freedom. That's communism, Grandma. Whether you like it or not. You can deny it all you want, but that's the same thing Hitler did to the Jewish people. Whether you want to agree with it or not. That's communism.
I don't agree with it.
That's communism. So, Grandma, are you a fascist type of person?
A what?
Fascist.
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 Fascist?
Yeah,
What is a fascist?
Hitler.
No, I'm not like Hitler. Don't even compare me to Hitler.
Whoa, Grandma, you took it a bit too far. I meant, do you agree with that type of lifestyle? Because that's what Trump's doing, Grandma.
No, I don't agree with him.
Well, Grandma, it's time to make a change. 2020, we got to make a change.
Yep.
And you know what,
Yep.
2020, everyone who's listening, vote for Vern Supreme. Vern Supreme.
Nope, I'm voting for Joe Biden.
Booty!
If he gets a nomination.
What if he doesn't? Then who are you going to
Or
vote
if he
for?
doesn't, then whoever's running for Democrat.
Let's say there's no Democrats running. Who are you going to vote for?
I don't know. That what I would have to see when it happens.
Would you vote for Swiss chard?
Vote for Swiss chard.
Yeah. I still can't believe Natalie's never had Swiss chard. Grandma, tell her how much you get now.
I've
Grandma.
heard of it, but I just never had
Grandma. Grandma.
It's like leafy green. Leafy green.
You see, when Grandma explains Swiss chard, you get hungry, don't you? Admit it.
it.
Oh,
My
yeah.
grandma used to grill Swiss chard. It was the best thing ever.
I didn't grill it. I
Yes,
boiled
you did.
it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. So what you're saying is what I remember is wrong?
Did I really?
Yep.
I don't remember that, James.
Yeah, I remember because you got aluminum foil and you had all your vegetables and stuff on it with the Swiss chard and you grilled the vegetables.
Yes.
You just lied. You lied. You lied to me.
No, I'm not
You
lying.
lied to me. I feel lied to you. You know, I've been shaving my head the whole time I've been doing it. My hair's gotta get cut with a razor blade. My grandma used to shave her head with a razor blade. Remember that, Grandma?
Why are you shaving your head?
Well, I gotta shave my sides up.
Oh, okay.
Unless Grandma don't want me to. Grandma never wants me to look nice.
I want you to.
I remember when Grandma came down here and said, Grandma, I let my hair grow out for you. And she was like, oh, I love your hair. And Grandma, tell her what happened the next day. Tell her what happened the next day.
Is that when you shaved your head?
I shaved it the very next day.
Yeah.
Grandma was in tears. And it's like, Grandma, you need to chill out.
Well, I like your curly hair.
My grandma has an American taste when it comes to hair. Grandma likes her hair like hot dogs and cheeseburgers. Ain't that right, Momo?
No.
What? Did you just say I was wrong?
I don't like hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, you like frankfurters. That's right. Totally forgot.
Well, I mean, I'll eat them, but...
Yeah, Grandma likes frankfurters. She don't like hot dogs. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma, remember when you had marmalade? Oh, Grandma, what do you have for breakfast? What do you have for breakfast? Let's go down the list real quick.
What did I have for breakfast?
Uh-oh. Just gotta think.
Oh, I had an omelet.
And how was the omelet made?
With turkey sausage and green onions.
Ooh.
And cheese.
Ooh.
And heavy duck cheese.
Ooh. Ooh. See, I bet Natalie's hungry now, aren't you? My grandma, if you ever go out to eat with my grandma, you will come to find that my grandma has amazing tasting food. Tell her, Grandma.
I do?
Yes. Like if you ever listen to my grandma explain what she's eating, or when she, or if you just hear her eating, this is what she sounds like. So I'm like, Grandma, what are you doing? I'm eating. What are you eating, Grandma? Potato chips. My grandma should be a food connoisseur, to be honest.
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
Louisiana Hot Sauce back in the 80s actually offered my grandma an advertising position, but my grandma turned it down because of, like, legal reasons. Because she was involved in some stuff with Avon and all this stuff, and it would have came interfering with her contract with Avon and all this. Like, my grandma was a big-time supplier of Avon. Not even going to lie. One of the biggest suppliers out there.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
I used to help an Avon lady.
See?
I didn't supply the things.
Yes, you did.
I would help her.
Listen. So pretty much the way it worked out, my grandma did it under, a fake name, basically. Because she didn't want her name to be associated with it.
Then don't do that on the podcast, honey.
Oh, gosh. Grandma, let me tell my story or else.
All right, go ahead.
No. Let me tell my story or else.
Or else what?
You want to know what? My grandma ran a red light, 2 red lights. If you're a part of the Illinois Police Department in my grandma's area, she ran 2 red lights with a kid in the car. A kid in the car. You got to get this woman off the road, guys. She's not letting me tell my story. Arrest her. Sorry, Grandma. Should let me tell my story.
Okay.
Anyway, my grandma was like a big big shot Avon, like I mean big shot. And there's another dealer whose name is Sue Nixon, and Grandma got her into the business. Grandma was like, this is how she said it too. She was like, "Do you want to get into the Avon industry? Huh? Take a seat. Let's talk about it." Like Grandma used to smoke on these Cuban cigars back in the day.
Oh, I did not. My goodness,
She's
James.
like, "So you want to get involved in the Avon industry? $1 billion business, $1 billion industry." But see, my grandma wasn't doing it under her name. She was doing it under the name Ralph Manafuso. She had a fake mustache and everything. Like, it's like she put on this whole new persona. Ralph Manafuso. If you look it up, big Avon dealer. And if you look closely at the picture, you can see that is clearly a woman. But yeah, Ralph Manafuso. Those are the days. I remember when I was a kid over there at Grandma's house, like I would see her, she'd come out and say, "Hey, James, you watching Pokemon today?" And I was like, "Yeah, Grandma." And she'd like, "That's good, boy. That's good." And the next thing you know, she's coming out with a tuxedo and a fake mustache and everything. And then, the doorbell rings, and that's when I saw Sue. She comes in, and she's like, Grandma was like, "So you want to get in the Avon industry?" "Yeah. I'll cut you a little deal over here." And she had a personal closet full of her Avon stuff. She had Avon filled up in this closet.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Grandma, do you want me to tell the police more stuff? My grandma ran a red light when I was down in Illinois, too. We were just leaving the Mexican restaurant. She ran a red light. And listen, we got pulled over that day. But you know what? When the cop let her go, you know what my grandma said? She said, "That cop was scared of me."
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did. My grandma is a very strict American. I remember the time my grandma went to the Vietnam War.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Grandma, say rise up wide.
Say what?
Say rise up wide.
I don't know what that is.
Just say it. Say Riza Blide.
Riza Blide.
Yeah, Riza Blide. It's how an Australian would say razor blade.
Oh.
Can you say bacon in an English accent?
No.
It sounds like a Jamaican saying bacon. Try it.
I don't know.
Grandma, when's the last time you had bacon?
Oh, gee.
I bet Natalie passed out. She's quiet. Natalie, you passed out? I told you she passed out. She has like this sleep thing where she'll fall asleep sitting down. Sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll wake up in a few. Because I guess she did it when she was over at my house. She would fall asleep and wake up, fall asleep and wake up. I don't know what it's called. I remember when my grandma went to razor blade school. Remember that, Grandma? Yeah, she's asleep. You can hear her. How you doing? Natalie. Natalia. Oy vey. She's knocked out. Well, I guess this is a good time to close the podcast because I don't want her to feel embarrassed in any way. So, Grandma, you got anything to advertise before we cut it off?
Dunkin' Donut coffee.
How are they going to make it, Grandma?
A large iced mocha coffee with 2 splendors and some cream.
There you go.
And between 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 6 o'clock in the evening,
there you go.
You get it for $1 plus tax. $1.61.
That's right, you guys. You guys stop whatever you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you just won the lottery. Drop what you're doing. Go do what my grandma said right this minute. And as for me, I want to advertise mental illness. Everyone needs to respect the people who are mentally ill. And, Grandma, you know what I forgot to tell you? We enjoy karaoke tonight. Together.
Hey.
Yep.
You mean Joy was there?
Yep. She introduced me to her boyfriend.
Really?
He's a nice guy.
Oh, what does he look like?
He looks like a country singer. I told him that. I said, when I saw the picture of you, I thought you looked like a country singer. But no, he's a very nice dude. And he loves hugs, believe it or not. He loves hugs, which is good, because I went in to go hug him, and he's like, I'm all for the hugs, man. I was like, great. We need more people like that in the world. A hug is way better than a handshake. I don't care if you're American or not. My grandma's been American, and she's been hugging for years.
Yep.
Oy vey. I nicked myself a few times. But my head's looking nice. Man, Grandma, you should see my curls in the back of my head. Holy moly. Macaroni. But anyway, guys, we're going to be heading out, guys. Natalie passed out. And, so we're out. And peace.